Okay. Hello and welcome to Ladies in Their 80s Talking Football. This is episode 19. This is the last episode before the Super Bowl.
Wonderful.
We made it.
No, we'll do another one before the Super Bowl because we have the game coming up this weekend.
Right, we got the game coming up this weekend, and then we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm going back in my memory bank back to September, and for anyone tuning in, it was hard getting my ladies in their 80s to agree to do this, but I think that they would agree that this has turned out to be more fun than they thought it would be.
Yes, it has. Really.
It's helped to make us more knowledgeable too.
Yes, but you all were already pretty knowledgeable, but I think it made you be a bit more on top of your game than you already were.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least for me, it's given me something to look forward to each week for us to do this. And for anyone tuning in, we've had quite a few people who tune in and they enjoy it, and that's the reason that we wanted to do it, was to just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so let's talk about what went on this past weekend. I'll let y'all go first. What stood out to you?
What stood out? Hey, the Commanders pulled it off.
Yeah.
I had no high hopes that they were going to beat the Lions, but they did.
I think it was a shock to many people, but I'm glad they did. I think they can make the Super Bowl.
You mean beat my Eagles?
On Grace, I'll say this. If Saquon is going to be Saquon, he's going to do what he's going to do. But if Jalen Hurts plays this coming weekend like he did
last weekend, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, I think the Eagles might be in trouble.
Only because of their quarterback.
Well, the quarterback, carries the team.
I know.
And, I haven't heard anything on the radio regarding his injury status. I've heard that he's going to play, but, he didn't look good after he got bent backwards.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm still pulling for them.
Excuse me. Hold on. I got to take a swig of Pepsi. Oof, got a little choked up. So, Aunt Grace, when the Rams were marching in the snow, that last possession, were you a little scared?
Yes, I was. I said, oh boy, if Barkley hadn't have ran that last touchdown.
Yeah, I thought. The sack killed the Rams. That sack on third down where they threw Matthew Stafford for, I think it was like an 8 or 9 yard loss.
Yeah.
Really hurt them. But Stafford was zip down the field.
Yeah.
And I really thought they were going to pull it off. And when he threw that pass in the right corner of the field down to the 18 or the 19 to, again, I call him Akuna Matata, to Nakua. When he made that catch, I went, oh my goodness, they really got a shot now. So did it make you sit a little closer to the TV, Aunt Grace?
It made me sit up in my chair. I was laying back, but it made me sit up.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to pull it off.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to pull it off.
Maybe this is their year.
Maybe so. Of the 4 teams that are left, whatever happens, I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be one-sided.
No. No. So who would you all like to? Well, let's talk about the Chiefs game, or we can talk about the Ravens and Buffalo, or we can talk about the Chiefs and the Texans, or we can talk about the Commanders and the Lions.
Sister wants to talk about
I'm just overjoyed that they won.
Me too.
I really am. And Daniels, he just, at the end of the game, he comes through.
Yes, he does. Nothing seems to faze him.
No.
Yeah.
He's very task oriented.
That's a good way to put it. He's cool, calm, and collected.
Yes.
Yes. Nothing seems to faze him. And, hey, crazier things have happened.
Yeah, he has a lot of faith in his teammates.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have even more so in him.
Mm-hmm. So that makes everything gel.
Yeah, I should know this. Butley would shoot me for not knowing this off the top of my head. I
Well,
can't.
maybe we can help you out.
Maybe y'all might know the answer. I can't think of a rookie quarterback taking their team to the Super Bowl. While y'all are thinking on that,
A rookie quarterback taking his team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What about try Jim Brown?
No, he was a running back, Mama.
Oh,
And the Super Bowl wasn't around when Jim Brown was playing.
okay.
Jim Brown retired in '67 when he was filming not The Great Escape, but the Dirty Dozen.
Oh.
1967. And just as an FYI, in case y'all didn't know this, he had reached out to Art Modell, who was the owner of the Browns. They were filming in Europe, and he had reached out to extend his filming time. And Art Modell said, "No, you got to come back when I say you got to come back. You got to come back to camp, just like all the other players." And Jim Brown said, "You know what? I quit." And that's when he just started doing movies full time. Yeah, but he wouldn't come back when Art Modell, the owner, wanted him to come back, and he quit. He goes, "I don't need this."
Mm-hmm.
There's a little piece of trivia for you.
Yes. Big piece.
But as a rookie, I'm sure there's been one before.
As a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a rookie quarterback, well, it says, has there ever been a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl? I can't find one. I know it says no rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. Did Roethlisberger go as a rookie? Anyway, we can talk about that next time. But off the top of my head, I don't think a rookie quarterback has ever taken a team to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that would be wonderful if it was this year. Your mother wouldn't be able to contain herself.
I certainly would.
Well, we would have to send her home. She couldn't be on camera with you, Aunt Grace, because her head would be too big to fit in the screen.
She'd take it all up.
Good. I have a big head as it is.
So hey, I know, Aunt Grace, you'll be pulling for the Eagles.
Yes.
Mama, you'll be pulling for the Commanders.
Yes.
I will be pulling for the Commanders as well. I won't be unhappy if the Eagles make it.
Right.
The Washington. Go ahead, Mama. I cut you off. You were going to say something.
Oh, I won't be unhappy either, but I'll be happier if the Commanders win.
Okay. Washington hasn't been since '91.
That's right.
So It would be great. All right. So do we want to talk about Buffalo and the Ravens or the Chiefs and the Texans?
The Chiefs and the Texans game was kind of blah.
Oh, you know what? Before we go to that,
Yes.
did you expect the Lions to play as bad as they did?
No.
Me either.
Yeah, that was the worst game that I saw of the Lions.
Yeah.
That's the worst game they played this year. And I heard that they are the first 15, I'm sorry, only the second 15-win team to lose in the first round.
Oh.
Green Bay did it in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they were an 8.5, 9.5 favorite. They were huge. They had everything that they wanted, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
You
they,
know, and with Goff throwing those interceptions, that certainly didn't help them at all.
you know, I've talked about this throughout the year that all of the players are very good, but dumb loses more games than smart wins. And it's the mistakes that kill.
Yeah.
And of the 4 teams left in the playoffs, none of them made a turnover this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't throw an interception or you don't fumble it. And that's what separates the men from the boys once you get in the playoffs.
Yeah. And that pick six that happened in the second quarter, that kind of unraveled the Lions a little bit. They just couldn't seem to get their mojo back after that.
Yeah. I heard a stat years ago that when you get a pick six in a game or fumble recovery for a touchdown in a game, it gives you you're 80% more likely to win that game than you were at the start of the game. Because it gives you 6 points from out of nowhere that you didn't expect. And again, with all of the teams being fairly even, it's just the mistakes that kill you. Then when you get an extra 6 points in the NFL, you have a very good shot to win the game.
Yeah.
And so they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And I felt, do you all ever watch the press conferences with the players or the coaches?
Yes, yeah, we did.
Did you see Dan Campbell, the Lions coach?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, I felt bad for him.
Really?
He was downtrodden. He nearly broke down, and he's a big, gruff guy. He was a great player in the NFL. He was a tight end, played with the Dolphins, a couple of other teams. So he was a really rough and tumble. Don't get in his way. He's going to knock you over.
He seems to be that.
Yeah, and he was shook in the press.
I guess he was.
Yeah, I felt bad.
He was shattered.
Yes,
shattered. He really was, because he couldn't believe the performance of his team.
Yep, you're right. They didn't perform well. And usually when you lose in the NFC, in a conference championship, you know, that gives you everything to build on for next year. And they lost last year to San Francisco when they were up by 21, 24 points. And they blew that lead because of a few crazy fourth down calls and a couple of drop passes coming down the stretch. And so you know that they came back into this year like, okay, this is our year. We're going to do this. And then you got this kid from out of nowhere, Mama's bestie, who ruined things. Maybe next year.
Yes. And then the Ravens, they didn't play much better.
No, they did. And the turnovers.
Yes.
The turnover in the first half led to a score, the interception. And they were going into score when Andrews fumbled.
Yes, Mark
Yes.
Andrews. Yep.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
And then when he dropped the ball for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, that was that was that it. That was the game.
And he's one of the most reliable. He's just as good as Travis Kelce.
Yes, he is.
He's very reliable.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give him this.
Mhm.
I think the adverse weather has something to do
Mhm.
with dropping the ball.
Yeah.
His fingers might have been frozen.
Frozen, yeah, that could very well be.
They get numb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
But I always tell myself this: whenever I start to feel bad for someone, I remember how many zeros they have in their checking account versus my checking account. So, I can't feel too bad. They'll be okay.
Oh yeah, they'll be okay. They'll be okay.
So what did you think about the Chiefs and the Texans?
You take that.
That was
Y'all didn't say anything, but I can see that you're poo-pooing my Kansas City Chiefs.
I see.
Now,
Yes.
I think the Chiefs are only a 1.5 favorite against the Bills on Sunday. I like the Chiefs.
I think the Bills might.
You think the Bills are going to win, Aunt Grace?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mama?
I think they stand a pretty good chance.
Okay, so both y'all are going to take the Bills against my Patrick LaVon Mahomes the second.
I don't know who your mom's going to take. She'll probably take the Chiefs.
Y'all can take the Bills. It's okay.
I'm going to go with the Bills.
Okay.
I think I'm going with the Bills too.
All right, good enough.
They beat them once this year.
Yes, they did. Rather easily.
Yes.
Yep.
And I know they'll play with more determination in this game.
Mm-hmm. That could well be, but you know me, I never go against Patrick.
I know. I'll see how he waves some fingers this time.
Did you see the pass he made when he was falling down? The touchdown pass he made to Travis Kelce, falling down on one knee. You don't remember that? It was a great play. Anyway, so you all like the Bills, and you're split between the Eagles and the Commanders because that's where your heart is. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're split. I'm Commanders, sisters, Eagles.
Okay. Well, I like the Commanders to win, not just cover the spread, but to win on Sunday. Which game is first? I'm guessing
Commanders, I think.
No, I would think that
Chiefs.
could be wrong. Nope. Yep. The Commanders and the Eagles are first at 3:00 on Sunday, followed by the Chiefs in Buffalo at 6:30.
I do my homework,
I know you do. Is there anything you wanted to add from your homework sheet there? Sassy lady.
She's got her sheet over here.
Mm-hmm. Any notes you wanted to share before we sign off?
No. When do they? I have a question. When do they select the MVP?
I don't know when that vote comes out. I don't know, Mama. I gotta Google that. When does NFL MVP 2024? No, that's 2025. Oh, it came out already?
Who is it?
So did Lamar Jackson take it? Because I was reading and it was kind of confusing.
What's today's date? Oh, it just came out a couple hours ago. Lamar Jackson won.
But I was
Oh
reading.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I did read it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought they were gonna give it to Allen.
I thought he was going to win it too.
So yay for Lamar. This is his
Wow.
third MVP.
Yeah, and yes, it is. But
Yeah.
I guess Lamar said, "You can keep that. Just let me get in the Super Bowl."
yeah, watching him in the press conference, all he talked about was the mistakes. You know, we can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, and they had a lot of them.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. And it looks like
Where did Barkley? Did he win the offensive?
yes, he won the Offensive Player of the Year. Patrick Surtain, who's a cornerback
Yeah.
for the Broncos, he won the Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm.
Huh. I didn't know
I'm
that happened.
familiar with him.
Me either.
I have to check.
Yeah, but you know, you don't get a lot of Broncos games in Virginia,
Uh-huh.
Right.
so you wouldn't really see him much. But he's a great cornerback. Yeah. His dad was a great player too.
Certain.
Surtain.
Certain.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go with the Commander.
So hold up. Did
yes.
Daniels get rookie?
I didn't see it in this article. Maybe it didn't get announced yet, Mama. I didn't see it. Hold on, I'm sure he's going to win it. Let me type in NFL Rookie of the Year. It doesn't look like. Oh, there it is. Jaden Daniels voted 2024 Rookie of the Year.
That was in the room.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you can make him a cake and send it to the locker room.
No, that would be an insult if I made him a cake. I used to make cakes, but I wouldn't make a cake now for my worst enemy.
My mom back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and maybe even the 90s, was one of the greatest cake bakers in the world. For somehow, some way,
I lost the touch.
she lost her touch, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why we have Wegmans.
Oh my.
All right, ladies. I will see y'all next week. And good luck to the Commanders. Good luck to the Eagles. And good luck to Patrick LaVon Mahomes II.
Oh.
And good luck to Jaden Daniels.
And Jason Daniels. Yeah. And Jalen Hurts and Saquon and everybody else. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Love you, Mama. Love you, Aunt Grace.
Love you.
Love you, Lord.
All right.